Good morning, good morning. It is the first day of the market this year, January 3rd. We had an interesting close to the year. As predicted, sundial dropped down just a bit to 57 cents. I think there's still room for it to go a little bit further down. But after that, we're going straight up. Like I said, February 7th, we should be over that dollar. As known as single dad, or not single dad, stay-at-home dad. We gotta keep the kids busy. Like to try to do as many activities in the morning so we get a nice robust nap later on. So this morning he ate some nice fruits for breakfast, and then we come out to walk the dog and let him play on the swing for a little bit. Back to sundial. All the marijuana news, marijuana legalization news, still remaining favorable leading towards legalization in the U.S. or some type of descheduling, something. I really think that there's going to be some type of effort, a successful effort to change policy for marijuana, and that is going to lead to a huge boom with the marijuana stocks, including sundial. So I am very bullish on that. I think right now is a great opportunity to buy in. Again, look at me. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Maybe don't know what I'm talking about, so go do your due diligence, do your research. I'm not a financial expert. Can't tell you what to invest in. So figure it out, or talk to your own advisors and see what they're saying. But the fundamentals look strong from where I'm sitting, and I've like I said, I've already bailed out of some other marijuana stocks like Hexo and Zine, even though it was at a significant loss, just so that I can transfer those funds right into sundial while it's dipping low. I might actually still buy some more. It depends on where that price goes, but as long as it's below 60, to me, I think it's a great buy. As it goes up a little higher, that's when my purchasing is like, maybe not. But like I said, this is, if there is marijuana legalization, you're talking about like a big 10x gain. If there's not marijuana legalization this year, I see maybe a 10 to 20% gain, and then it might dip down again like it did this year after rumors of legalization were coming out, and it bumped up pretty high and then dropped right back down. So that could be a replay if marijuana legalization doesn't happen or policy change doesn't happen. But right now we have more states that are legalizing, so there's definitely a need. The other stock I wanted to talk about was Trulieve. I personally now do not like Trulieve. Number one reason is I think they have some management issues or some issues with their supply line or inspections or whatever's going on. I don't know what it is exactly, but whoever's running their management doesn't seem to be doing a great job. As I said in my last review of them, oftentimes there are lines and several hour waits just to get marijuana from them, just to pick up your prescription. That is ridiculous. Why there's a demand, why aren't you scaling appropriately? Again, that's my opinion. Who knows what their actual problems are, or if there's some type of regulatory things that are causing them to be slow like that. I don't see an excuse. I think they should have done a much better job. They're making huge profits, and some of these things, even though this is a sloppy company, in my opinion, they're still probably going to be successful just because it's a marijuana boom, and they're going to take advantage, and they're already in the field, so they can try to get their act together eventually. And that might happen. So, and the reason I'm saying that they have management issues is not only this long wait times and things like that, but also they are using the cashless ATM technique. And I've previously reported that Visa has threatened to start cracking down on that this year. And what is the cashless ATM? That's when you use your ATM card to pull out cash, but instead of actually getting the cash, you just give it to the vendor, or the vendor deposits that cash into whatever account they want, and then you effect your purchase of whatever you're buying. Now, normally it seems it's like, oh, what's the big deal? I was gonna pull the cash and give it to them anyway. But what this is it's an end run around Visa's restrictions, or the credit card restrictions, debit card restrictions. So if a vendor can't normally use or accept credit cards because they violate Visa policies, then they have to take cash. So they're trying to get around this restriction by doing this, and it happens to be illegal. So this is an illegal practice that they're doing, and not to fault them. I think a lot of people are doing this, and you're probably not going to get too much of a headache from regulators, but who knows? That alone, just the fact that it's illegal and you're operating in an industry like that, that the eyes are on you, that's questionable to me. So that, and then also, on a personal note, for the last, I'd say about year, I've been using Trulieve for my pharmaceutical needs, and it's been all right. I didn't have too many complaints other than long wait lines and things like that. But most recently, they gave me a jar of concentrates that was absolutely empty. That was very concerning to me. It's like, how does this jar make it through your inspection and to a customer empty? I still haven't resolved that with them. I'll follow up when I do. But yes, they served me an empty jar, and then on top of that, the second jar of concentrate that I got did not look like the image. I had gotten what's called the caramel sauce, and in the picture that they associated with it, it was a thicker wax that was brown in color. What they gave me was a yellow kind of oil that was very liquidy in the jar. Normally those jars of wax would last me like a whole week, maybe even more. This jar lasted me, several hours, because it wasn't doing anything. So I'm very concerned with the empty jar. So like normally I would have been like, chalk it up to maybe, something melted or something went wrong. But when you coupled that with an empty jar, I don't know, I was very skeptical about it, and I started thinking about other times where I've gotten flour where it seems like the lid was previously opened, or the seal was broken, and it didn't look like I had the exact amount that they had promised. So I'm thinking they might have some other supervision and supply chain issues that I'm telling you right now, me personally, I would never use Trulieve again. I'm going to go see if I could get my money back, but I don't trust them. I've lost complete trust in Trulieve, sadly. I'm going to have to find a new pharmacy. So that sucks, but that's my report on Trulieve. Definitely not investing in their stock, definitely not a customer. Like I said, even though they don't have their stuff together, they could still rise on this marijuana boom, but to me, I think it's very important that you have good fundamentals and a company that is actually, serving a quality product. And as a customer, I cannot say that they are that. So I say no to Trulieve, unfortunately. That's it for today or this morning. I will get back to you again. Like the video, subscribe, trust no one.